Everything has changed in my life since I started loving myself. Absolutely everything. When I started to know how important it is to put myself first, everything changed. When I did teach myself that it's very important to care about myself every single day, I've got a lot. When I understood that, wow, is it so important for me to self accept myself fully as I am, many things has changed. Also, when I found out that the no is a full sentence and that is so important for me to set a healthy boundaries every single day, I felt a lot of relief. And also, when I understood that it's very important to forgive myself my past, I've just started to move forward and receiving a lot of benefits and results. Welcome, everyone. I am so excited as we are starting today 5 days self love challenge. Every single day from today till Friday onwards, we are going to meet live here at 12 noon Irish to touch a little bit of some concept that is with relation to the self love. My name is Katarzyna Ostasz for everyone who doesn't know me yet. And as always, I'm always saying this, I am very grateful and very happy to be with you here to share with you some powerful concept. And for this week, for the first time ever, in the history of this channel, I decided to run for you a self-love challenge because, as I've said, everything is going to change in your life if you decided to look after yourself, if you decided to self love yourself. So I see that you are slowly gathering here. So again, what I have to mention and what I want to mention here right now is that for the last 5 days, more than 250 people subscribe this channel, guys. So wow, it's absolutely mind blowing, and I want to thank everyone who decided to join this challenge as well and who decided to become the part of our community. So, guys, what we are going to do today, let me maybe put this presentation a little bit bigger for you because I've prepared for you some agenda for this week. So, today we are going to look after the topic that is with relation to putting yourself first. Tomorrow, we are going to talk more about how important is self-care in your life. Then on Wednesday, we will move to self-acceptance. Then on Thursday, we are going to finding out why saying no is so important in our life and how actually, with ease to set a healthy boundaries for ourselves. And then on the last day, on Friday, on day number 5, I'm going to tell you a little bit more about forgiving yourself and others. And what is very, very important, because this is a challenge, you are going to have a daily task and meditation to do. I don't really want you to listen me by attending this challenge, but I want you to take an active action. And due to the fact that I want to do both, I want to gather the knowledge, but also put this knowledge in the instant action, I prepared some rewards for the most engaged people during these 5 days, during this challenge. So guys, this is a deal. For the most engaged person, and I'm going to explain you how you can show me your engagement, I've offered a 90-minute session, free 90 minutes online session about goal manifestation. And for two other people who are also going to show to us their engagement during this 5 days challenge, I'm going to offer a free online webinar that is actually available in my online shop. You can purchase this webinar by two other people who are going to show us their engagement during this challenge, are going to receive an access to the online webinar called Wake Your Awesomeness Within You. So now there is a very, very important part of this challenge, because if you want to be rewarded by myself, you need to show your engagement. What does it mean? As I mentioned to you, every single day during this challenge, I'm going to give you some tasks. So if you are going to complete this task, you can leave your comments underneath of today's video with the information that, yes, I've just done my task. And you can also leave us some reflection. Maybe you are going to have some aha moments. Maybe you are going to have some insights. So this is very, very important to leave us a comment that you are actually watched today's video, that you did your task, and then the third part, that you left us a comment about it. Now, maybe you just don't want to use your YouTube platform in relation to receiving us some notes that you actually did your task for today. What you can do, you can even take a photo right now of myself talking to you, and you can tag me on Instagram, on Facebook. You can actually share those videos on some of your social media platform. The deal is that you need to tag me, because this is only the way how I can find out that you are actually engaged in that challenge. So you can find me on the Instagram as the Silva Method Island. You can find me on Facebook, same way, the Silva Method Island. You know what you can do here if you are on the if you are on the YouTube platform. Basically, for me to see you active is to receive some information, some feedback, some comments from you. So the best way would be or to leave a comment underneath of every single video that I will be presenting for you for the next 5 days. Or as I mentioned to you, this is very popular as well. I did some similar challenges amongst my Polish community. You can simply take a photo. You can let me from your story relation on Instagram or Facebook. You can let me know that you are taking part in this challenge. You can leave some beautiful comment. Actually, I want you to be very creative, because this is your reward, and I really want to prepare for you something special. So one person, the most engaged person, will receive from me by the end of this challenge 90-minute session about goal manifestation, and two other people would receive from me online webinar access to online webinar Awake Your Awesomeness Within You, that you can actually find on my shop on my website silvamethod.ie. So here is, guys, a deal, and I hope that it's going to give you some more inspiration, and it will going to motivate you to also be more engaged, because I know that we like to be rewarded. So here it is, my rewards for you. And one thing that I wanted also to mention is that with these daily tasks, you are going to have some meditation to do, because we are Silva Method community. So every single day, every single task that I'm going to share with you by the end of our session is going to be divided for some activity to do and for your meditation. Now, this is what I also need to mention to you guys. As some of you are currently on holidays, or some of you actually couldn't find any spaces to run this challenge, and that was maybe a little bit my fault, because I announced this challenge only 5 days ago, I'm going to give you 2 weeks for running this challenge, to be engaged in this challenge. So the winners in terms of rewards will be announced by me on the June 7th. So almost in 2 weeks' time, because we have a bank holiday in Ireland on Monday, June 6th, I decided to give you a day more to work away with this challenge, to take part in this. Maybe you decided to watch a replay of some of these videos. Maybe you will need to hear some task or some values that I'm going to share with you during these 5 days, more than a one time. So again, just to be clear, you have 2 weeks to work away with this challenge, and after 2 weeks, by your engagement, by showing your comments, your love, your tags around the social media, I'm going to choose 3 people, and then I'm going to be in the direct contact with you. So few logistics just behind everything what I'm going to do for you. But now let me check if we already have somebody here. Yeah, hi Maggie, great to have you here. Guys, please let us know who is with us. Remember, it's all about engagement. So share your love, and maybe also let us know what is your name, from which place on the globe you are connecting here. And it doesn't matter if you are live or if you are going to watch this challenge later on. We are here from totally different time zones. So, it's also my responsibility and my mission to give you a little bit more time to see this video and to join this challenge later on. Yes, exactly, Maggie. Exactly. 90-minute session can be yours, and of course. So then it's all about to showing your engagement. So guys, what I also want to share, tell you, please also let us know if the self-love concept is something that you want to work on. Why actually do you think that this is important? During these 5 days, I've actually have this expectation that you are going to share with us your insight, your experience, because I know that even though this topic is so close to me, and I will explain you why, I can learn a lot from you as well, and we can learn from each other. And this is the point of this challenge too. Okay, guys, so I think that everything is fine right now in terms of everything what we are going to do for the next 5 days. So now let me move to the actual day. So as you already saw the agenda for the 5 days, I'm going to start our challenge with putting yourself first. This is very, very important. So what we are going to do, we are going to touch 4 different aspects about talking about putting yourself first. First of all, I want to tell you what does it mean to put yourself first, because again, being in a professional environment for the last 14 years almost, and working as a coach, as a business mentor, and certified Silva method instructor for more than 7 years professionally, I've been observing that there is no really a proper explanation of that term, putting yourself first, or what does it mean that it's so important for us to put the mask with oxygen on ourselves first, right? So I think that it's very, very important for us to understand what putting yourself first means, because this is absolutely not with relation to being a selfish person, which again, from time to time, I'm observing that this is the common way of understanding this term. So this is what we are going to do today. I will also explain you why actually you can pour anything from the empty cup. And I think that people who already are in the journey with the self-love, you get the point already, right? So you can even help me to give other people who will be taking part in this challenge with your own explanation, right? Also, we have to do some hows and whys here. So I will actually show you today with the few very simple tips with your task for today, how actually you can put yourself first. So what is the plan, how you can do it? And in every single meeting with you here for the next 5 days, my goal is to also present you or some tools or some suggestion, or maybe some techniques from the Silva Method Foundation program that will help you to cover that everyday topic and starting loving yourself more. So again, my expectation, guys, from you here is that I really wanted you to open your mind and open your heart, because this is only one way how you can or start your journey with loving yourself more, or how actually you can improve that beautiful, beautiful, beautiful skills, and bring that skills on totally different level. But before we are going to move to this proper and first things that I prepare for you for our today meeting is one thing that I think that I have to mention for you here, especially on the day number one, because I wanted you to know that myself actually is a good person to talk about the self-love. So first of all, I wanted to tell you that actually I am a very lucky person because I was raised in the family that equipped me and my sister with a lot of love. And this is the halfway through. I think that this is important for you to know. But also, with relation to today's topic, you have to be aware that beside my business activity, beside running my business for the last 7 years, beside doing everything what is with the connection to the Silva method in Ireland, I am also a wife for almost 12 years, and I am also a mother of 2 kids. I do have my own passion, I do have my own daily activities, and still it was possible for me to teach myself that it's absolutely necessary for me to put myself first in order to be for others. Right? And I have to mention for you here because I want you to know that actually, I do have a very busy day, that my week or my month, especially when I do some business and activities, when I run some business activity, is very active, is very intense. But still, being aware how important it is, not only for me, but for my family's member, for my kids, for my husband, for my friends, and for my clients, how important it is for me to put myself first. Because if I will take care of myself, this is actually a topic for tomorrow, I can give you more. Can you imagine myself sitting right now here in front of you with, not so joyful faces, being out of the energy? No way. I wouldn't be able to serve you properly. So this is very, very important. And please, guys, I want you to, first of all, to stop and reflect on that. How your life looks in terms of putting yourself first. This is very, very important question. Okay, so let's cover something important, right? Because again, this is not an easy topic to cover, especially if you are maybe a mom who is actually now on some maternity leave, or maybe you are actually active at work, but you still have 2, 3, 4, or even 1 kid in the house. And maybe you still need to look after for your parents because maybe they are already a little bit oldish and they do have some health challenges, and you actually need to look after them every single day. We can talk about this scenario of life for ages, but it's not the point. What I wanted to tell you here, just also for you to give you that relief and understanding that obviously putting yourself first is very tough, but it's possible. So no matter how often someone will tell you that, put please your own oxygen mask on yourself before helping others, you may like, yeah, but how I can do it? How I can do it if I know what I have to do during my day, right? And I'm not really only talking about, the job activities, but I'm talking about, cooking a dinner, doing just that daily needs that has to be done in terms for us, for our kids to function normally and healthy. So again, I want to emphasize here that this is not very easy for us to do, but again, this is necessary in terms of fulfilling ourselves, in terms of being healthy, being happy, being joyful, and still be able to share our competencies, our love, our joy, our energy with others. So please tell me in the comment box, guys. I'm kind of encouraging you to be more engaged. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? I still see only Maggie here. I'm not sure if there is more people just right now here, but I see that there is more people live. So I would be expecting your answer, guys. Okay. What do you think? Is it easy for us to make ourselves priority nowadays that our words want to do us so many things? Let me know and let's share your insight about it as well. Okay? So, knowing that, now is a good moment to explain you actually what does it mean to put yourself first, because this is what I've already said today, that by doing my own observation, by working with you during the one-to-one meeting or some work, or during some workshop, or even having some daily conversation with you, I know that this term that we call put yourself first is very often kind of how I can say this, seen as being selfish. But this is my way today for this challenge to explain you that it's actually not. Because putting yourself first doesn't mean taking care of yourself instead of others. Absolutely not. I'm going to repeat myself. Putting yourself first doesn't mean taking care of yourself instead of others. It actually means putting you on the list for a start and at the top. And here it is. Not because that helps you bring a better version of yourself to others, which invariably does, but it's not the point. It's because you have a right as a human being to be healthy, happy, fulfilled, joyful, etc. We can talk about that in ages. So please do remember about that this is the point. This is the point. You wanted to put yourself first because how then you can pour, from yourself to others. I love this saying. I love this metaphor. You can't pour from an empty cup. Absolutely not. If you think that you can, I'm going to tell you that it's absolutely not possible. Well, maybe you would be able to do this for a particular time, but after that, you are going to be or exhausted, or your body will tell you that, oh, you need to have a break, because other way you will end up in the hospital, or you're just going to, be done with everything what you want to do. Okay? I hope that it makes sense. So if you don't do things to keep your cup full, you have nothing left to give or share with others. This is the very important bullet points that I wanted to leave it here on that presentation. And again, I'm not sure, I don't want to be here very subjective, but again, due to the fact that I do work with a lot of entrepreneurial women, a lot of businessmen who run their businesses, for some time, I kind of again observe that this tends to be a tough concept for most women. Please do agree with me, or if we do have some men who will be watching this challenge or taking part in this challenge with us, please do let me know what do you think about that. I believe that at some way, socially, genetically, and even based on the cultural basis, we've been programmed that we are most of the time a caregivers. And it's so important for us to put others first. And think about that, right? Even how the fact that we are becoming a mom, that's very natural for us, and obviously not everyone of us, but majority of us want to create one day a beautiful family, and we know that this is obviously natural way for us to look after for our kids, right? But sometimes, again, this is just my observation, this is also many beliefs that I've been able to listen that are coming from yourself, is that we think that we don't deserve to take care of ourselves until everyone else is happy. Again, probably there is no point for me now to explain you this, but think about your day. especially when you still have a kids that you are kind of looking after of them. How many things during the day you need to do for them also in order to grow up on the way like they wanted and you wanted, right? So that's why it's so important for you to know. And this is how we are moving on to the next part of our today challenge is how actually we can put ourselves first. This is a very, very common and popular question that I do receive from the people that I do work on the self-love concept or being more productive at their work, or even if we work with the time management when I do think about my coaching business. Here I prepare for you very simple tips. And here we have a very simple task for today. The tips that I want to share with you today in terms of what you can do and how you can put yourself first is also a task for today for you. And I really want you to make a list of your priorities. And this is very, very important. Keep it short. So let's say if due to the fact that you have so many activities during the day, that your day is so busy, and maybe one of your priorities would be to sit down in the morning and have a warm and a healthy breakfast. Maybe that is going to be your priority. Or maybe, drinking a warm tea will be on your list. Or maybe asking your partner or your spouse for a 30 minutes break and look after for the kids will be your priority. I don't want to suggest you anything because, every single scenario, it's different when we do think about ourselves. My current situation might be totally different than your is at the moment. So this is very, very important, guys. And you will see that once you are going to work with a pen and with a paper, you can even set up for yourself, some notes that you are going to do some task for our challenge. And then it's very, very important that I want you to sit down today. You need maximum 10 minutes, believe me, and create a list of priorities. Create 3 of them. But make sure that you will follow that. Everything what you are going to write on the notes on the paper, it has to be followed by you, right? And also this is a task for today. So I wanted you today to prepare a list of 1 priority that you are going to follow, not only during these 5 days, because this is a challenge and you might feel more inspired and more motivated, but that will stay for you forever. And keep it short. As I said to you, eat healthy breakfast, drinking a warm tea, because most of your days you have so many things to do, right? That even if you want to have your cup of tea, it's already very cold. Then this is what I said to you. I actually put it this for today as some tips, but it might be also your priority. Ask for help from your family or maybe your community or maybe somebody from your friends. This is very, very, very important. We as a people, we just want to be so self-independent, but it's not the way like that. We should ask for a help, especially when we do share our houses with somebody else and we are responsible for our kids and ourselves. And even if we do work for ourselves, or even if we do work for somebody else, there are so many team members. And it's very, very important that you feel that that's enough for you for today. You may ask for some help. And then also very, very, very important how you can basically observe yourself that you are actually first on that list. Keep a balance between treating yourself and giving to others. It might be challenging at the moment, but again, even if you are going to set up some journal that you are going to write down, some insight or some plans for the day, you may notice how many things actually you did for yourself and how many things you did for others. And this is how you can observe the balance between them. And again, please, please, please do remember, because this is the topic of our challenge today. Putting yourself first sometimes involves doing things that are very difficult, but they will benefit you in the long run. So I don't know, for some reason it came to my mind, that example with having a healthy breakfast in the morning. Because maybe you just had the tendency to start your day from the cup of coffee around 10 a.m. and you know that you're already exhausted and still your body didn't get a proper energy. You didn't nourish your body with some ingredients that we as a human being need, right? So maybe, right, again, it's going to be difficult for you to create this habitual behavior because maybe it will involve the time that, okay, I need to wake up 30 minutes before my usual time, then I need to go to the kitchen, then I need to make my breakfast, right? But you will see that this is going to benefit your health, your energy level, your joy that will be coming from inside out to the external world, for a long, long, long run. So think about that. That's why here in the Silva method, when we do want to accomplish something, we have a vision. We wanted you to see and know your why. Why is it important in that long run to put myself first? What kind of benefits I'm going to gain? All right, I know that it needs some habitual behavior from me at the beginning, right? I need to be regular, I need to be persistent, etc. But then when I know my why, I know that this is needed for me. Because, if I'm going to behave and act, longer than 3 months like that, I know that I might be exhausted and it's not going to be a very positive end for myself. So I hope, guys, that it made sense for you, right? So again, please make sure first task for today. I'm not going to bombarding you here with thousands of tasks, but again, by giving you inspiration, by having this presentation for you here, I know that you are going to absorb the knowledge. Maybe, you're even going to find some aha moments, as I mentioned to you. But I also want you to do some physical action because this is the challenge. This is the way how you can improve yourself. And we know that every single task that we are going to do is going to bring more self-love into your life. And this is what you want. And as I mentioned to you also today at the beginning, tomorrow it will be easier for you because you will be already after day number 1. I also want to show you here some Silva method suggestion. So every single day, I'm going to direct you to something what we do in Silva community, what I do teach you during the Silva Method Foundation program. And many, many techniques and many tools that I do present during the Silva Method seminars are based on this 5-step formula. And we love to call that formula your roadmap to success. So here, guys, is the things that if you want to make this priority that you are going to create, that you are going to write for yourself today, I want you first of all to acknowledge that this is actually a challenge for me. So yes, unfortunately, I'm skipping my breakfast. Or unfortunately, I don't really have even a 10 minutes time during the day for myself. Not even mention that, I don't even have a time to spend my own time with the nature, on the beach, walking in the park, reading my favorite book, or even, drinking my warm cup of tea or coffee, because there is always something to do. So this is very, very important, right? Because how you can change something if you don't know what you want to change? You always need to acknowledge at the beginning what the challenge is, what your problem is. And then, because we are talking about putting yourself first, you want to set your priority based on the task for today. So set your priority. One thing, you are going to create a list of your priorities. And this is what I mentioned to you. It will be great if you are going to think at least about 3, keep them short. But then if you are going to use this Silva method suggestion, make sure that you will set your priority. So let's say I'm going to eat my breakfast every single day from today onwards at, I don't know, 7, 8 a.m. You name it. You know how you can schedule your day. And then plan your priority. So this is what I mentioned to you. And now I know that it's going to be tough at the beginning, but then you have to plan. It's your responsibility to plan. So maybe, as I mentioned to you, you need to wake up a little bit earlier. But knowing your why, having your vision that, okay, having my healthy breakfast every single day will be so beneficial for me in that long run, I'm giving myself a word. I can do this. So plan your priority. Maybe, you have to ask for help for your husband, for your wife, for your older kids, that maybe they need to look after for this little baby once you are going to have a healthy, super great and nutritious, healthy breakfast. And then take an action. So actually wake up on the proper time. Go to the kitchen and make a breakfast. Sit down and eat. And again, I know many of you can tell me right now, yes, but what if something happened? Well, if it happened, you would know what to do. But again, remember, this is your intention. You want to make your priority your habitual behavior. That's why you are taking part in this challenge, because you want to change something. You want to love yourself more. And I know that it might sound funny and a little bit silly even, but if you are not feeding your body properly, if you are not nourishing your body with the proper food, how we can even say that you like yourself? I am very direct, I know, but this is the fact, guys, right? So take an action. And then what we really, really love in the Silva community, and what we also teach you, that once you are going to take this action, make sure that you will pat yourself on the back and say to yourself, I did it. I did it. Reward yourself. Reward yourself even, with having a little bit longer shower that you do and have usually. Or maybe, with some bath. Or maybe, I don't know, with buying some great self-development book that you always dreamed about. You know what to do, right? But this is very important. So here you have some Silva method suggestions in terms of creating the list of your priorities. But here, as you can see, I am easy for you, very kind and easy for you, because I only want you to create one priority and work with that priority not only till the end of our challenge, but I really do hope so that it will become your habitual behavior. So guys, let me know what do you think about it. Yes, I'm just going to refer to Maggie comments. Thank you so much, Maggie, for your comments. Yes, I agree that it is definitely harder for the woman, of course. So I'm happy that you also noticed this, because as I mentioned to you, it's just, the social and cultural way sometimes what we do expect from the woman. And I even gave that advice to my mom to take care of herself first, but definitely struggle with it myself. Easier said than done. Sure, yeah. And that's why, this is what I wanted to emphasize, that it's not so easy, but it's possible. And we can actually make this as a habitual behavior. And I'm only sharing that with you based on my own story, but also, based on the story from my clients or Silva graduates who even came, to do some Silva method seminars in terms of loving themselves more. So guys, this is actually what I wanted to prepare for you for today. And here is the second task to do. I wouldn't be myself if I wouldn't prepare for you something what it is with relation to the meditation, because we know that here in the Silva community, we want you to stop. We even teach you, and this is science-based formula, we even teach you to relax, slow down your brainwave frequency, and by using your faculties of geniuses, we want you to show you the way how you can program yourself for your goal. So I wouldn't even imagine myself to not give you a task that wouldn't be with the relation to some meditation. So, guys, once you are going to create a list with your priority today, because remember what you want to do, you wanted to teach yourself to put yourself first. I want you to open that beautiful YouTube channel. There is so many content out there. And I want you to work away with the filling your cup meditation today. I even checked for you the timing before I went live. So filling your cup meditation is only 11 minutes long. So I believe that you can find a time for yourself. You are here to start loving yourself more. You are here today because you want to put yourself first. So make sure you know that you will play for yourself that beautiful meditation. Again, it's really all about to give you that reminder that yes, I opening myself. I'm putting my open mind, my awareness, and my heart to do something for myself today. So again, you can play out this meditation, you can work away with this meditation just literally before you are going to put yourself to your bed. It might be, after your supper, it might be, just around the evening, or even if you are actually laying down and you are ready to fall asleep. And then something to do in the morning. This is actually one of my favorite guided meditation that I do use by myself every single day. And I want you to wake up tomorrow. This is 14 minutes long. So again, for the people who have a tendency to, think straight away, but I'm not going to find the time. I'm giving you a timing. I want you to work away with that beautiful, beautiful meditation. It will really help you to visualize your day as you wake up. So by working with this meditation, you can actually visualize yourself what I am planning to do today to at least, put myself first in some of the tasks that I have to do. To have this warm cup of tea, to eat a healthy breakfast, to maybe find a 10-15 minutes a time to go for a walk. This is absolutely amazing meditation. And again, as I mentioned to you, this is one of my favorite, and I always used, well, not always, because, I just have a different one as well. But very often I use this meditation in my daily morning routine when I do prepare myself for my day. So to summarize, very short and beautiful task to do for the day number 1 of our challenge. First of all, create a list of your priority. Keep them short. And then by the Silva method suggestion, make sure to one more time acknowledge, yes, actually, it is my challenge. It is my problem. Then make sure that you will set up properly what you wanted to achieve, plan what you want to do, take an action, and then reward yourself. Today in the evening, work away with the filling your cup meditation, and then early in the morning, or maybe even, just after your breakfast, you can play for yourself a visualize your day as you wake up meditation and prepare yourself for a day. So I hope that it makes sense. People who just join us, remember that I do have a reward for the most engaged people. I talked about them at the beginning of our day today, but this is very, very important for me to see your engagement, right? So as I said, I know that it won't be today, but it might be tomorrow morning at some stage, once you are going to be after your visualize your day as you wake up meditation. You can leave a comment, or you can even, make a very nice selfie for yourself. tag me in that photo, the Silva Method Island, so I would know that you are an active player of that changing, I would say, challenge. Okay, so this is very important, because then I'm going to choose 3 winners, and you have a full 2 weeks to work with the content and to work with the task of that challenge. And guys, quick reminder, I'm just using my opportunity to remind you that in 3 weeks' time, I'm going to do a Silva Method seminars online. Here are the dates. So basically, this is the benefits that you can gain also for yourself. Obviously, I can promise you even that by being very regular and persistent with implementing the Silva Method tools, you can not only master your stress, expand your learning capacity, manage and transform your brain, your pain, or activating the power to manifest goals, but I can promise you that the first things that you are going to do for yourself is start accepting yourself more. You will understand that actually, yes, I am great, but I can still work on myself to become a better version of myself. And this is the part of loving yourself more. And as we said already, or I said so many times today, you won't be able to pour to anybody else from your own empty cup. You need to fulfill yourself first to be a great role model for your kids, to be a super amazing partner for your spouse, husband, wife, and to be a great mentor, coach for your clients, patients, customers, you name it. You name it. Then obviously there is a second part of the weekend. So here we are with the Silva intuition part, and that you can obviously find your life's purpose as well. If you are lost, maybe you can establish a constant connection with source energy. We are showing you the way how you can do it. Obviously you can become a friend with your intuition, and you can activate your healing potential as well. We are going actually to work on the day number 5 of that challenge with forgiving yourself, and I will direct you to very, very, very powerful tools that will help you not only to show you the way how you can forgive yourself and others, but how you can also heal yourself from the past. And this is something exciting. This is something what I do here for the first time. I never done it in my previous master classes. I never done it before, but it was so great recently that I decided also to bring you out here, guys. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to open 4 one-to-one places to work with you individually. Obviously, if you have a needs to do so, by the program that I've created and I designed, that it's called Awake Your Awesomeness Within You. This program already completed, I would say individually, more than 60 people. And I would say that around 120 people completed this program online, because I do have an online version of that program as well. So guys, if for some reason you resonate with the Silva method, you do resonate with me, and you have that feeling that there is a good moment right now to work with me one by one, I have only 4 places for that one-to-one individual option to work with me. Now, I mentioned to you, I did around 2 weeks ago exactly the same for opening for one-to-one work with me amongst my Polish community. And I ended up by working with 5 people. And I want to be fair also for you here, because maybe you have a needs to also work with me one-to-one. And my premium offer, as you know, most of the time, it's only the Silva Method seminars. So if you feel that I can help you to move forward with your life by working with coaching tools, business mentoring tools, and obviously the Silva Method tools, what you need to do only is to book your free discovery call with me. at email address info@silvamethod.ie. I will email you back. We are going to set up around 20-30 minutes a discovery call, and I'm going to share you all details about how we can work, how long we need to work with each other, what is the prices. That's why I'm not sharing right now any prices, because you may have a different needs, or you may decide to work only based on the coaching elements, or maybe you wanted me to only work with you by using the Silva method. Some of you decided maybe they're going to decide to work with me for the 3 months. The another one prefer a little bit longer time. So I'm not going to share any details. It's up to you. You know the best. Listen to your intuition. If you want to use this opportunity and work with me one by one, there is only 4 places for that kind of work. So probably, if I decided to do something like that in the near future, it will be around a winter time, because I'm just not going to have a space to work with more people. So guys, again, please make sure to subscribe the Silva Method Island if you are not with us yet. And what I can tell you, thank you so much for being with me here today. And thank you so much, Maggie. I appreciate your engagement today. So that's very, very good. And again, do your task for today. So create a list of your priority, because you want to put yourself first from today onwards in everything what you are going to do. Work away with these 2 absolutely beautiful guided meditation. It will bring you a lot of peace, a lot of calm, and you are going to trust the process. That's very, very important. And I will see you tomorrow on the day number 2 of that challenge. And we are going to cover the topic with relation to self-care. It will be a task for the day, and also it will be some suggested meditation that may help you to do more self-care for yourself on the daily basis. So guys, thank you so much. Again, for people who will be watching us later on, make sure to show your engagement, and I am waiting for your tags, for your comments, and for your aha moments. Thank you so much, guys, and see you tomorrow.